This story begins in the Carnivorous period, where the ancient lizard million years ago. Most of the Earth's land was forested, and when these trees died, the carbon that they stored was trapped underground for millions of years until it was brought back up and put back into the atmosphere at a natural rate. Then why is this happening up until today? Let's talk about what's happening on today's problem. First, to our air. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. It traps the heat from the sun, causing the temperature to rise. Too much carbon dioxide is very dangerous for our ozone layer. The too much gas can affect the rise of the heat. The higher the temperature causes glaciers and ice sheets to melt. Arctic Sea grows and shrinks with the seasons. NASA works the National Snow and Ice Data Center to track sea ice from the annual minimum at the end of summer to its peak extents at the end of the winter. This year, Arctic sea ice reached its maximum extent March 13, 2019. It's an important role in regulating the planet's climate, reflecting sunlight and heat back into space. Also, glaciers around the world are melting. When the ice melts, the sea level rises. As seas warm and ice melts, Earth oceans have risen steadily. Now, scientists say sea levels is accelerating according to a new study based on NASA's data. For the past 25 years, sea level is not only rising, but the rate of the rise is getting faster. If this acceleration continues, global sea level could be 26 inches higher by 2100s.
Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threats in thousands of years. What we do now in the next few years will profoundly affect the next few thousand years. The only condition modern humans have ever known so far are changing and changing fast. Because for millennia on global scale, nature has been largely predictable and stable. Now, in the space of one human lifetime, indeed in the space of my lifetime. All that has changed. The Holocene has ended. The Garden of Eden is no more. What we do in the next few years will determine the next few thousand years. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilization and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. In 2020, we have a key moment in history some called it's a super year. The coming together of major global decisions on climate, nature, ocean, and development. If people could truly understand what is at stake, I believe that they will give permission to business and governments to get on with the practical solution. And as a species, we are expert problem solvers. But we haven't yet applied ourselves to these problems with the focus of that stakes. We can create a world with a clean air and water, unlimited energy, and peace stocks that will sustain us well into the future. But to do that, we need a plan. When you think about it, there is perhaps no more unsettling thought. The only condition that modern humans have ever known are changing and changing fast.